The biggest difference between entrepreneurs and coaches who succeed and who don't succeed is their their drive, which is driving them to work, also known as their why. So, what kind of coach are you? Are you motivated by a fling like money, or are you motivated and have a fire in your belly with something like your family? Only you can decide what this is. But I can tell you, if you come into coaching and all you're motivated by is money and you just want to make a quick buck, you will not succeed as a coach because it takes a month or 2 months or 3 months sometimes to even see that income come in. But if you are driven by something deeper, something that stirs a fire in your belly, like a reason that has to do with your family, a reason to pay off debt, a reason like wanting to be a stay-at-home parent so you don't have to send your child to daycare, a reason like retiring your husband because they absolutely dislike their job and it's draining the life out of them. Those are whys that are going to drive your business. So, if you are serious about becoming a successful entrepreneur and driving your business and building your business as a coach, I cannot stress how important it is for you guys to sit down and do these activities. It will take you 15-20 minutes max, and it will help you see and drive and feel that fire in you to succeed in your business. So, the first exercise is creating your ideal day. And this should be fun, you guys. Like, sit down and think about what your perfect ideal day would be. From what time you wake up, who did you wake up with, what does your bedroom look like, what does your house look like, what does your hotel look like if that's what you're waking up in, who are you with, what's your attitude, what's their attitude, what did you have for breakfast, what's the weather like, did you go anywhere that day, what are the activities you did, what did you do for a workout, what time did you do your workout, what kind of things you did that day, what did you talk about, anything. Just include everything that is like the perfect day for you in this ideal day. And it doesn't necessarily have to have your family included. Maybe your perfect day is a day that you spend by yourself just in peace. There's no judgment. It's your perfect day. But I want you to feel that fire. Feel what it feels like to have that perfect day. And then once you have written out your perfect day, I want you to take a few minutes and stop and reflect on what you did. Share it with others, so post it in our group, or you can send it to me. And ask yourself, what is stopping you from achieving this day? What needs to change in your life for this ideal day to be possible? And is coaching the thing that can help you with that? More than likely, it's yes. So, what I want you to do after you have this piece of paper, and you can have it just written out, you can have it typed out, whatever you want to do, I want you to save this piece of paper and keep it next to your bed. And I want you to read it every night before you go to bed. It'll take like 1 or 2 minutes. And then think about it, dream about it, add to it if you want to. And then every morning, read it in the morning before you get up and go to work. You will be amazed at what you will start attracting in your life if you are fueling and dreaming about what your perfect day looks like. It will happen eventually if you are fueling your fire in your brain with that goal. So it will just end up being a constant reminder of what you're working for, what your perfect day looks like. Number 2 exercise is create and design a dream board. So some of you maybe have done this using the Oprah website, and that's awesome. You can also just get a tag board and magazines and cut out stuff and paste things on there, and do it with your family. Let them know what some of your dreams are for the next year, and even what their dreams are. Put their dreams on there, because families who dream together succeed together. So you really want to get your family involved in this. It can be anything that represents your goals for the next year. And these can be anything from words, images, like, do you want to pay off debt? Put that number in there. Do you want to have money in savings? Put that number in there. What your ideal body looks like, what your ideal car looks like if you want to get a new car, house, whatever. Put your goals, put a picture to the words of your goals. So I know we we talk about writing out our goals every week. This is putting an image to those goals. It's actually letting you visually see these goals. So every day when you look at that, it drives you. It adds to that fire. It gives you a visual to what you want to achieve. So these images and words will be a daily reminder of your why checklist. So this is basically what your why is, putting it into an image so you can see that. And I want you to, if you're writing anything on there, like I am backpacking through somewhere, or am living in my dream house, make sure you're putting it as I am, like you have already achieved it. So that way it's in the present tense, like you've already achieved it. Once you have filled your board, you should take action steps no matter what. So these action steps, you're basically reverse engineering for these goals. So create action steps that are going to help you achieve these goals. And maybe you just want to pick one big one right away and reverse engineer that. And we talked about that earlier. I have a video on reverse engineering, but there's a ton of info on how to reverse engineer. I believe there is a video on the Misfit YouTube channel too on how to reverse engineer your goals. So check that out if you don't know what I mean about reverse engineering your goals. But you want to break them up into small pieces. So small little steps that you can achieve every single day that will help you get to that big goal that you want to get to. So right now, when you're looking at these two things, it might seem impossible, but this goal will be achieved if you do these two steps. It will help you fuel your fire, and that's why so many coaches quit, you guys, is because their why and their deep burning fire of why they became a coach was not big enough. It did not fuel them to get through the places in this business that was hard, because it's going to be hard. There's going to be times where you are struggling, that you haven't seen a paycheck in a couple weeks, but your why and your goals need to be so deep and personal to you that it thrives and moves you through those hard times. So you should be really envisioning yourself every single day living in your dream life, and say it out loud. Talk to people about what your dreams are. Share it with us so we know and can help guide you to those dreams and keep you accountable for those dreams. Having these two set out and sharing them with people, putting maybe your board on your wall so people can see it on Facebook, or sharing what your ideal day looks like on Facebook, it will show other people that you are dreaming, and that will start attracting people to you that want to dream and want to change in their life. So if that's what you want and you want to be successful in this business as a coach, you need to start out with figuring out what your why is. And these two exercises will help you really dig deep into figuring out what your why is. So take time in this next week to sit down and create, one, your ideal day, and share it with me or post it in our group. And then number two, take time to create a vision board or a dream board and share that with us too. I'm so excited to have you guys do this, and I cannot wait to see what your ideal day looks like and your dreams and your goals for the next year.